Yeah. So, I've been working with children in schools, elementary school, since 2014. And what I've noticed that I do, especially recently, because I've dealt with all sorts of situations, all sorts of behaviors, all sorts of general chaos that needs order, that needs a sort of behavioral rearranging that, I feel honored to have been a part of thus far, and it only gets deeper. But especially as of recently, I've noticed that what I do and what I like to do is, and this is especially true as an INFP, if you know, you know, having these what if scenarios play in my head and to play them out. So more specifically, if I imagine a certain kid or group of kids that is just off the rails, and there needs to be a sort of collective homeostasis that needs to return, and I imagine that I'm given the floor, I'm given the complete attention, which certainly doesn't always happen. Let me see what we can do here. Yeah, that's fine for now. So that doesn't always happen. Sometimes it does. But I imagine, a kid just being uppity, being rowdy, and then getting their attention by just having this quick cut, hey. And to do it in a loving, caring, encouraging way is just how I operate, how I like to do things, and how I've seen many successes over the years. So I just had this one kind of imagining this hypothetical scenario where I say, hey, do you know what we're doing here? What we teachers are doing here? We're here to help you. And the combined smarts and hearts of us in this room, just imagining that there's the teacher, the school teacher in charge of the whole group, and then there's me. So I would say something along the lines of, the combination of our smarts and hearts is more than 50, more than 60 years of living life, of smarts and hearts. And we don't have to be here. We choose to be here. We've done all the years of schooling, and we've decided to come back because we know and we want to help you, to help all of you guys. Maybe you don't understand, and that's okay. Maybe you want to have fun, and that's okay too. And there's a time for fun, and there's a time for listening and learning and paying attention so that we can all get through this together. I want to help you. Let me help you. How can I help you? And then I imagine, and I've also experienced, if I'm in situations like this where, they might be in between, on the fence, whether or not they should actually listen to you, and then I just keep doubling down on the attention, the encouragement, the care. How can I help you? Let me show you this. Let me show you something. And then what I do that unfortunately many teachers don't do, or that they don't connect to regularly, is integrating, instilling, infusing fun and playing and gaming in with the learning, with the attention, with the subordination, with the listening to directions, with being what you need to be, essentially. What is it? Exhibiting, conducting yourself, exhibiting the behaviors that we need to get a cohesive unit going on here. And I would say things along the lines of, and I know I'm blurring the lines between the imagined and the real, but this all connects, this all helps. Where to get into moments to help them understand that we are a family, like we are a community. We have to all be working together. Otherwise, the cohesion, and I wouldn't use words like cohesion to the younger kids, especially kindergartners, first graders, but this is the sentiment, right? I'm talking to you. I assume you're at least a teenager or whatever. The cohesion, the community, the family dynamic, everybody needs to be in this together, otherwise things start falling apart. And luckily, the teachers and I, because, I'm essentially an assistant teacher, still a teacher, whatever, we know this. And then to get the kids in on this too is such a wholesome blessing to behold, and for the kids to be a part of. And I help them understand as well that we, the adults, the teachers, hey, we're helping you, and you are also helping us. We're helping you in all of these ways, in the teaching, the learning, the understanding, the manners, the virtues, the how to act, how to be a member of society, how to be a friend, how to commune, how to cooperate, how to work together. And guess what, kiddo? You're helping us too. You're helping us remember to take things in a lighthearted way, to remember the gaming and the playing and the fun aspect of life. And that's something that has helped me, that I've especially learned from working with the kids, that has helped me so much, so deeply, is helping me and all adults involved, if they're receptive to it, helping us remember to not take things so heavily, to not take things so seriously, where we can work together, we can grind through, we can be up for the challenge, to be pushing, seeing that tension and work through the tension, to have the inevitable releases, right? It's not easy, but to work through it and to just be resilient about it, to have the bounce back effect, to work through the challenges, and then to be laughing and playing all the other times, right? Challenge is inevitable, and if you're receptive to it, play is inevitable, right? Yeah. So that and so many other things, where there's so much mutual love, there's so much mutual encouragement working with kids and working with people who are down with this type of stuff, down with this vibe, who vibe with it, right? So I'm making this content, I'm giving it to you, giving it to anybody and everybody to help us remember that the tension and the challenge can be just as inevitable as the playing, as the gaming, as the fun, as the silliness, as the funniness, as the lightheartedness, right? That can be just as inevitable. Whew. So, all right, as I like to do, end the video with our respects. I respect you, I respect me, I respect life, and everything that is keeping this life together. All the elements, water, air, earth, fire, ether, right? The metaphysical stuff that we can't see, but we inevitably interact with. All of these things working together to sustain us, to keep us alive, right? The earth making the food, the fire of the sun, keeping the warmth, the water, the air, keeping us all alive. All of these things just working so that we can stay alive, so that we can survive and thrive. It's amazing. Respect, respect, respect to all of that. Respect to you, respect to me, respect to this life, respect to the care, the love, the encouragement, the the fun and games, the silliness, the challenge, the hero's journey, the participation, the willingness to participate, right? The main aim of my first book, third book coming out soon. This Mac 11. Catch you later.